Are you noticing a dip in your team's engagement? Are deadlines being missed? Does everyone just seem exhausted? There's a chance, and it could be a strong chance, that the reason your team is burnt out is your lack of boundaries as a leader. We often talk about team members needing boundaries, but as a leader, we set the tone. If you're consistently blurring the lines, you're creating a culture of burnout, even if you don't intend to. Let's look at 3 signs that your leadership style is the culprit. Sign number 1, you're constantly available. Think about it. Late night emails, weekend check-ins, the expectation that you're reachable 24/7. You might be a hard worker, but your constant availability is sending a strong message that others should be just as available too. Remember the team member who texted on Friday night about their course application? If you replied instantly, you inadvertently signaled that work time stretches into personal time. Constant on prevents your team from disengaging and relaxing. They could be feeling the pressure to be just as on as you are and suffer from stress and tiredness and burnout. Your lack of boundaries creates a boundaryless culture for everyone. Sign number 2 is that you take on too much. Are you the bottleneck? Are you constantly jumping in and saving everyone? Maybe you see that they're busy and think that you're helping out by taking things off their plate. But what you could be doing is hindering their growth and development and sending a message that you don't think they can handle it. They also won't learn to problem solve independently, and they might even start offloading their work onto you because they know that you'll just do it for them. Not to mention that this overextension of your role means that you don't have the same capacity that you should be putting into your leadership job. By not delegating effectively and constantly rescuing them, you're contributing to an imbalance that can lead to burnout. Sign number 3, you avoid difficult conversations. Is there underperformance that you're ignoring? Whispers of feedback that you've decided to push under the rug? Constructive feedback that you should be giving out that you are just ignoring? Or even unreasonable requests from your team that you're not pushing back on? When you avoid these crucial conversations, you create ambiguity, lower your standards, and build resentment from within your team. People sense when things aren't right, and the lack of clear communication, i.e. constructive feedback, breeds anxiety and stress. By not setting the boundary of clear expectations and honest feedback, you're letting problems continue to fester, contributing significantly to a negative and ultimately burnt out team. Do you recognize any of these signs? If so, you probably need to do a bit of a re-evaluation of what role you might be playing to cause this kind of stress. Establishing boundaries is part of your job. You don't want a team that's burnt out, feel like they constantly have to be on, have you micromanaging their work and taking things away from them, and not being honest about how they're performing and what your expectations are. It's not a great environment. If you need some support with creating clear boundaries and to be set up with a clear map of what you can do now to start repairing this with your team, check out my coaching program, which is all about that, linked in the description and on my website. In the meantime, reflect on those 3 signs. And thanks very much for watching.